Hello and welcome to Ob1gui's 2021 NFL Tiebreaker procedure explanation video. I decided to post this video to explain the tiebreaker rules leading up to our playoff projections for the 2021 season. There are actually 12 rules that currently are set to be part of the tiebreaker procedure, but as we'll get into in a few minutes, after rule number 5, I doubt if the rest of the rules really would apply anyway. Some of the facts and figures presented here are based on our website, Ob1gui's.com/sports, where we calculate things like power rankings, division standings, etc., on a weekly basis, leading all the way to, of course, Super Bowl 56 in February of 2022. So let's take a look at our tiebreaker rules explanation. Okay, we've posted the 2021 tiebreaking procedures for the NFL upcoming playoffs. I've divided them into two columns. The column on the left in green are the first 5 rules, and the column in the right, 6 through 12, are the remaining rules. Now, I've divided them into two camps for reasons to be explained in a few minutes. But as you can see, from 1 through 5, we have everything from head-to-head to strength of victory. We'll talk about those. And you'll see why the second column is in red and questionable is really what that means. So tiebreaker number 1 obviously is head-to-head. That is, 2 teams are tied and one team has beaten the other one in one or more matchups. Then that team gets the nod for the tiebreaker. The best won-loss percentage in games played within a division. Obviously, that's a per-conference tiebreak procedure, and it has to do with settling on the division seed. Number 3, the best won-loss tied percentage in common games. Now we're getting into an area where we can see 2 or more teams that are not in the same division. How do you decide? Well, that's the tiebreaker for the first tie procedure. Now, number 4 says best won-loss percentage in games played within the conference, and obviously for obvious reasons. And finally, we get to strength of victory. Now, you might see on number 6, it's also strength of schedule. Strength of victory obviously is much more important. To me, it's the ultimate tiebreaker because, as we can see from the definition, strength of victory is figured by calculating the combined winning percentage of the opponents a team has beaten. That is, if 2 teams are tied and the combined record of one team that one team has defeated has an average score higher than the records of the teams that another team has defeated, that team has a higher strength of victory. Now, to me, rules 6 through 12 cannot possibly matter because strength of victory, by definition, is going to be a floating point number. So, even if you do the calculation and round it to, say, 3 decimal places, then as you can see from this example, which I'll show you right now, here is the strength of victory calculation. That's the column in red on the right. After week 8, down to 3 decimal places. Now, anything less than 3 decimal places will be ridiculous. There would be no point in even having it. But as you can see, even after week 8 with 9 or more games to play, it's not even close to being a tie in any of the teams anywhere. So, that being said, then my question would be, how could you possibly have a tie on 2 or more teams on strength of victory. It's just not mathematically possible. So if you look at the tiebreaker procedures, then it makes you question, and then what's the reason for 6 through 12 if after 5 that should really decide it? That's a question, and but 6 through 12 goes all the way down as coin toss. I won't even get into it because, like I said, I think after strength of victory, it should be decided. I don't really see the point in 6 through 12. So that does it for our explanation of the 2021 tiebreaker rules. We invite you once again to visit our website, Ob1gui's.com/sports, and certainly the upcoming videos where we will actually do a week-by-week playoff projection seedings for playoff brackets for the 2021 season. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you at the next video.
Push that button.